2 News Oklahoma Sports.
Oh, I must admit, only a few weeks ago I was a tad worried. Winter lingered and this beautiful course was mostly brown, but Mother Nature knows what she's doing, and so does Russ Myers. Major championship golf is coming back to Tulsa this weekend. Southern Hills looks gorgeous. And welcome into sports, everybody. Cade McFarland alongside Christy Maria. At long last, for the first time in 15 years, it is PGA Championship week here in Tulsa, and we are here to break this thing down beyond scientific levels, Chris.
8th major. This historic course is held. The 5th PGA Championship is most all-time. Players beginning to arrive in Tulsa.
Yeah, Tiger's here.
He is. Practice rounds Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see him out there. The championship teeing off bright and early Thursday morning.
We'll get to Tiger, Phil, the field, and much, much more in just a minute. But first, Chris, you said it, 8 majors.
Incredible.
What an incredible testament to this club, this course, and this city.
I think the first part of it is it's the golf course. I mean, I don't think there's any question that you have to have a test of golf, and a test of golf that can hold up over decades. But at the end of the day, it really is the community. Even though this is an extremely exclusive club, that a lot of people, this might be the first time they've ever stepped foot on property, they still feel like it's, as a Tulsan, as a member of this community, this is theirs. I mean, and it is.
Championship director Brian Carnes there. Okay, more than 150 of the world's greatest golfers in this field. No defending champion, Phil Mickelson, on a double secret probation sort of thing. But as much as we'd love to see Phil, and we're not, of course, because of his controversial comments about the Saudi-backed Live Golf Tour, well, if you're going to pick one of this game's aging legends, well,
it's Tiger Woods. I mean, every day of the week, twice on Sunday when he's wearing red. Tiger is coming, people. In fact, he's here. Some photos from Woods' practice round today at Southern Hills. Woods making his return to competitive golf last month at the Masters after a nasty car wreck over a year ago. Nearly cost him a leg, and he makes the cut at Augusta.
The man is a marvel. Watching some of his practice round a couple weeks ago from a tree, like Zacchaeus, that was me. It was painful to watch him walk. They say he's walking better today, but still, nevertheless, that swing remains a thing of beauty. Southern Hills Club pro Kerry Cosby on the bag that day, a first-hand witness to the round.
No, he drove it great. It remarked me as just a total golf geek. I went through every shot that night, even the extra shots he hit, around the green and off the tee, and he didn't miss a shot left of any target that he was looking at. So definitely a tougher approach golf course, and he understood that having control of your golf ball is going to be at a premium, which I think was probably pleasing to him because he certainly has control of what he's doing with the golf ball. It was just awesome to watch.
In a strong, rather even field, no clear betting favorite if you ask those guys in Vegas.
Spaniard John Rahm, he is the favorite. Leading the pack 11-1. Next 10 or so are close in tow. World #1 Masters champion Scotty Scheffler, 12-1. Rory McIlroy, who shot 8 under on the final day at Augusta to finish second, also 12-1. Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas, 14-1. Dustin Johnson, 16-1. Brooks Cantlay, 18-1. And two guys who know and love this course, 9th best odds at 20-1.
Yeah, the former OSU Cowboy Victor Hovland is tied with Texan Jordan Spieth, who knows this tournament is going to be tight.
I thought the golf course was fantastic. I loved it. I think it's going to be really firm and fast PGA, and I think it's going to be one of the higher scoring PGAs that we've seen. Now, I did play it in 35-mile-an-hour winds with Justin, so I saw the teeth of it, so that could change. But it was a great test. I really enjoyed playing it.
All right, the confluence of events that led to this tournament being played at this time is almost beyond belief. As you may know, Southern Hills originally scheduled to host the PGA Championship in 2030. January the 6th changed that most unexpectedly.
If you remember, supporters of President Trump storming the Capitol. Within days, the PGA of America stripping the Trump Bedminster course of the 2022 championship. And with the senior PGA already set for 2021 here in Tulsa, Southern Hills raised its hand and said, hey, let's do this.
Yeah, championship director Brian Carnes, who just happens to be an Oklahoma native, still marveling at what it took to get here.
It's all just come together, and there's times that I think back to, January of 2021 and finding out that this event was going to come here, and you sort of imagine, how on earth do we get caught up? Normally we have 5, 6, sometimes a decade to plan for these things, and instead we've got 16, 17 months. There was a lot of things that weren't working in our favor that could have made arriving at this point totally different. But the fact that, from the business standpoint to the volunteers, everybody that we needed to step up, both internally and externally did, and it's still kind of have to pinch myself. It's surreal to be in this position.
Yeah, hats off to the PGA of America, Southern Hills Country Club, the city of Tulsa, and all the volunteers. Let's hope the weather plays ball this week. Coming up next, Southern Hills is a much different course than when these guys played here in '07. The new challenges it presents right after this.